Hello friends, in this video we are going to derive the expressions of single phase full wave control rectifier center tapped transformer configuration with purely resistive load. Okay, so these waveforms we already discussed in the last video. Okay, so let us derive the expressions. So first one is V0 average value of output voltage V0 average. Okay, so if you check the waveform of V0, right, whatever the waveform we are having from 0 to pi, the same is repeating from pi to 2 pi, same is repeating from 2 pi to 3 pi. Okay, so here we can write it as a 1 by pi. Be careful in the full wave rectifier, yes, the periodic angle is pi radian. Okay, so it is a 1 by pi. Okay, now yes, integration from 0 to pi, right, but between 0 to pi we are having two intervals, 0 to alpha and alpha to pi, right. During 0 to alpha, what is V0? 0, so effective interval is only alpha to pi, right. 1 by pi integration from alpha to pi, yes, value is Vm into sine of omega t into d omega t. Okay, so is equal to Vm by pi into integration of sine, it is a minus cos of omega t, limit alpha to pi. Okay, so is equal to Vm by pi into, yes, if you put the limit minus cos pi, so it is a minus of minus 1, so plus 1, right, so it is a 1 plus cos alpha. Okay, so this is a V0 average. V0 average is equal to Vm by pi into 1 plus cos alpha. Vm by pi into 1 plus cos alpha. Is this clear? This is a V0 average. Next, can we write I0 average? Yes, I0 average is equal to V0 average by R, right, that is a Vm by pi R into 1 plus cos alpha, right, Vm by pi R into 1 plus cos alpha. Is this clear? Next, can we derive the expression for V0 RMS? Yes, V0 RMS, okay, square root of mean of squared value. Okay, so it is 1 by 2 pi integration from alpha to pi Vm square sine square of omega t into d omega t to the power 1 by 2. Okay, next, can we simplify it? Yes, it is Vm upon root 2 pi, Vm upon root 2 pi into integration from alpha to pi, yes, sine square of omega t can be replaced with 1 minus cos of 2 omega t divided by 2 into d omega t to the power 1 by 2. Okay, I have taken Vm square by 2 pi outside of the square root. Okay, so next, can we take these two outside? Yes, so it is a Vm upon 2 root pi into, yes, omega t minus integration of cos sine of 2 omega t divided by 2, limit alpha to pi to the power 1 by 2. Okay, so we can simplify it as Vm upon 2 root pi into, yes, pi minus alpha minus sine 2 pi, sine 2 pi is 0, right, so 0 by 2 is 0, plus sine 2 alpha by 2, sine of 2 alpha by 2, okay, to the power 1 by 2, right. This is the expression for V0 RMS. No need to memorize the expression, please be careful. Okay, so next, I0 RMS. I0 RMS is V0 RMS by R, right. I0 RMS is equal to V0 RMS divided by R. Okay, next, now load power P0 average. Load is resistive, so what is the load power? It is a I0 RMS square into R, or you can write V0 RMS square by R or V0 RMS into I0 RMS. Next, this is a P0 average. Okay, next, conduction time of thyristor. Conduction time of thyristor T. Yes, if you check, or the conduction time of each thyristor. Conduction time of each thyristor, we can write conduction time of each thyristor, okay, is equal to, yes, if you check the waveform, thyristor T1 is conducting from alpha to pi. Similarly, T2 will be conducting from pi plus alpha to 2 pi. Okay, so for each thyristor we are writing, so it is a pi minus alpha by omega. Okay, it is a pi minus alpha divided by omega, right? Conduction time of each thyristor. Next, PIV rating of each thyristor. PIV rating of each thyristor. PIV rating of each thyristor. Yes, if you check, is equal to PIV rating is 2 times Vmax, right? 2 times Vmax. Next, circuit turn-off time, TC for each thyristor. TC for each thyristor, right? If you check TC for each thyristor, yes, is equal to, what is the circuit turn-off time for thyristor? T1. Yes, if you check, thyristor T1 is on only during this interval. So current flowing through thyristor T1 becomes 0 at omega t is equal to pi. Be careful. Current flowing through thyristor T1 becomes 0 at omega t is equal to pi, right? And after that the reverse voltage is maintained till 2 pi. Okay, so it is a 2 pi minus pi, that is a pi by omega. Are you getting the point? How to find the circuit turn-off time of thyristor T1? First of all, check the instant at which current flowing through thyristor T1 becomes 0. As the thyristor T1 is on state only during alpha to pi, so at pi thyristor T1 current becomes 0, and after that the reverse voltage is maintained, right, from pi till 2 pi. So it is a 2 pi minus pi by omega, so it is a pi by omega, right? This is the TC for each thyristor. Okay, next, what is the input power factor? Input power factor, yes, is equal to cos phi s is equal to P0 average divided by Vs into Is. P0 average is V0 RMS into I0 RMS, or I0 RMS square into R. V0 RMS into I0 RMS, right? Divided by, yes, so we can write input power factor is equal to V0 RMS into I0 RMS divided by Vs into Is. What is Vs? RMS value of the supply voltage. What is Is? RMS value of the supply current. Okay, so can we say here in this circuit, supply current and the load current both are same or different? Both are same, because we are having the ideal transformer, right? So if the current is flowing through the load, suppose T1 is in the on state, right? So current will be flowing in the upper half loop, right? Upper half loop, okay, or upper half, yes, upper half loop. Okay, so how the current is flowing through the load? That is the same as that of the current flowing through the transformer winding. Okay, similarly when T2 is in the on state, at that time also current flowing through the load is same as that of the current flowing through transformer winding. Okay, so whatever the load current is there, right, the transformer is drawing the same current from the supply. Okay, so Is and I0 RMS both are same, right? I0 RMS, Is both are same. So input power factor is V0 RMS upon Vs. Input power factor is equal to V0 RMS upon Vs. Input power factor